Fellow armsmen, I ask you, will you follow me tonight to break their spine and reclaim what once was mine? Those cravens backstabbed me, deceived me. Never shall I tolerate their crimes again. Now let the hunt begin. Oh, 7,000 souls scared and daunted, such a tale of woe. Not too long ago, this village was a golden scene of hope. Call down the reckoning to bring back hope and peace. Restore our Gloria to live forever. Bring down the dark regime. I know how to unleash eternal power. Lead us to order. I am the light bringer. Fellow warriors, I ask you, should my campaign come to an end? There's way more to avenge. Oh, 15 million souls living in this realm without much hope. Not too long ago, this kingdom was a golden state of hope. Call down the reckoning to bring back hope and peace. Restore our Gloria to live forever. Bring down the dark regime. I know how to unleash eternal power. Lead us to order. I am the light bringer.
Good afternoon. Welcome back to The Siege, or good morning, good evening, and welcome back, everyone. It is Monday. Yes, it is Monday. Let me switch to live here. And here we are. Hi! Welcome to Mole in the Morning and your gaming news and all the other things. It was weekend. I hope you all had a fantastic weekend. Good afternoon, Dracodai. Good day to you, Dijik. How are you doing? Welcome in. And everyone else looking in the shadows. Welcome! Man, you can't see the screen? Yes, because I was still in the intro. So you couldn't. Welcome in, folks. We have a packed week ahead of us with tons of things we have to do. But let's talk about what we are doing today, right? What we have planned for today. And then we are talking a little bit about the other days. And then we are going through the week. And let's do that. So today, as I said, as per usual, we have Mole in the Morning in the gaming news with trailers, news, etc., the whole shebang. And then afterwards, we are playing more Destroy All Humans 2 Reprobed, because the game is coming out tomorrow. Thank you again, THQ Nordic, for the early key. I really had my fun on it on Friday, and I'm actually looking forward to play more of it. But that is what we are doing today. Tomorrow is Tuesday. Tomorrow is relatively packed, so let me go through this. I am not exactly sure what we are playing tomorrow. Tomorrow will be two things, or a chance of two things. We might play Super People, because Super People is leaving beta, right? And they're basically done with the beta for a while. And I think it's ending, let me see, Super People, I think is ending on Wednesday? Let me see. Super People, final beta. When is this ending? Let me see. Where's the news? There it is. Yeah, it's ending tomorrow. Basically. Yep. It's ending tomorrow at 10 p.m. Pacific time. So we will play some Super People tomorrow because I'm actually enjoying the game. I really do. And I want to play it before it disappears for a while because I don't think we have a release date on Super People. And so I would just jump into the beta a little bit more and play that. Now, why was I not sure what we are doing tomorrow? Well, because as I said, I didn't know when Super People is ending. And tomorrow is also the new Battlefield 2042 Season 2 is starting. Yep, that is happening. And that means new map, reworked maps, new classes, new weapons. I want to check that out. But let's just say if Season 1 was a giveaway on what to expect, I don't think we will play any Battlefield tomorrow. So it's actually a good idea that we are playing Super People tomorrow, and then on Wednesday we are checking out the new Battlefield season. Because, again, when Season 1 came out for Battlefield 2042, the servers were just clocked. It was bad. Like, really, really bad. It was basically unplayable. So, yeah. We will probably just play on Wednesday then, and that should be fine. But talking about tomorrow is also my podcast day. If you don't know, we are doing a weekly podcast here, which is the Molehill podcast, where we are talking about gaming news and a specific topic from the gaming industry. And tomorrow we are actually talking a little bit more about DirectX 12. And what that actually is, where it's coming from, and why it creates so many issues for games nowadays, right? And that's what we are tackling tomorrow after like our regular stream. Podcast will happen at 1 p.m. ET. That is 7 p.m. No, actually, I'm thinking about just doing it right after the stream. Like, ending the stream at 6, which is 12 p.m. ET, and then jump immediately into the podcast. I think that's actually what I'm doing. Then we have an hour of the podcast, well, about an hour, plus minus a little bit more. And then, let me see something very quickly. There's also the AMD event happening. Yeah, there it is. So this is... Oh, no, it's today. Oh, wait a second. It's today. It's not tomorrow. Why do I thought it was tomorrow? It's today. Oh. It's today at 7 p.m. ET. Wow. That's 2 a.m. in the morning for me. I think we could still watch it. Yeah. Yeah. I think we can still watch this. Might be a late stream. But yeah, I think we can watch this together. Yeah. I think we will watch this together. It's 2 a.m., so it's technically tomorrow. True, but I'm not calculating that way. you know how I do it. But yeah, it's today. All right. Then we are watching this today at 7 p.m. ET. No, that's 1 p.m. That's 1 a.m. 7 p.m. ET is 1 a.m. I am confused. I am super confused. Don't mind me. Don't mind me. Yeah. So 7 p.m. ET, that is 1 a.m. Central European Time, and 12 a.m. UK time, and we are watching the AMD event today. All right. That's actually better, because then I don't have to go crazy on the podcast. I don't have that many streams tomorrow. Like, that's actually a good thing. You'll be sleeping by then? Yes. I can totally get that. But I want to watch what they have to do, and 1 a.m. is still... That's fine. 1 a.m. is fine. Yes. And then the next few days, so we have Destroy All Humans 2, tomorrow's Super People, then on Wednesday we have Battlefield 2042, and then the other 2 days I think we have more Destroy All Humans 2, if we haven't finished it, and then we are going back to Saints Row. Yeah, because there's nothing happened this week when it comes to new games. There's literally nothing going on. Yep. Which is neat. So we can just finish the games we have. Nothing. Well, there is technically coming out Call of the Wild, The Angler. But for whatever reason, I will abstain from that game. Believe it or not, I got a request for that game. I was actually reached out to if I'm interested to play that game, and I was just like, nah, man. Hunting is already not my thing, and fishing even less, man. I just can't. I just can't, man. It's just, nah. What else? Anything else before we're jumping into the gaming news? I mean, we saw each other on Saturday for some Diablo 3. I'm now max level. Oh yeah, also, folks, haha. Today we have the first series of my Diablo, or the first episode of my Diablo series coming up. This will be a relatively short one because it's like episode 0. I want to lay some groundwork and talk a little bit about some stuff before we are really getting into it. But today will be like episode 0 of my Diablo series I was starting, and then we will have basically another episode every week from now on. And you're like, wait, what? Is there so much to discuss? Interestingly enough, yes, there is. There's actually a lot. Like, yeah, there's a lot to discuss regarding Diablo 4, of course, which is the end goal of this whole thing. And yeah, it's starting today. So after we are done with the stream, I'm uploading the video and preparing everything, and then we will have episode 0 of the Diablo series. I hope you will enjoy it, and give it a swirl. Give it a swirl. Anything else? I'm waiting for the new TFT season. I played some 7 Days to Die yesterday. We're preparing basically for the next attack. And we are kind of debating what we are doing. Because the problem is, last night when we got attacked by the zombie hordes, we survived. It wasn't really a big deal. But man, they did, how to put that? They created a hole underneath our base, and they made it large, very large. So we had to fill that up, and now we are kind of debating what we are doing with that hole, because we're pretty sure it will come back after the next attack, and it will get worse. So yeah, we have to see what we are doing there. But yeah, played a good amount of 7 Days to Die. Diablo 3, I'm now max level. I'm now doing endgame in Diablo 3. It's getting slowly but surely, and don't call me Shirley. No, it's going. It's going. Yeah. I was lucky. I got the liquid rainbow yesterday, which was nice to have. Not that it is too important. I don't really do the rainbow thing, but I have it. Hey, you get what you got. And if you're like, liquid rainbow? Wait, what? It's for the secret level, the unicorn level in Diablo 3, because they don't have a cow level. Oh, well. They have a cow level, which is kind of funny because I wanted to do like the last boss for like this mission run in Diablo 3, and there was a loot goblin. I was like, yeah, cool, loot goblin, let's kill him. And he opened the portal into not the cow level, and I was like, oh no, this is a pretty big one. Like, seriously, that level is, that level is relatively big, and it took me, I think, another 20 minutes or so until I cleaned it up. And I was like, oh, of course. You know, the last thing I want to do quickly before I'm going to bed took me like another 40 minutes or so. Good job. Awesome. But yeah, there is a cow level, and the liquid rainbow is for the unicorn level, which is the secret level in Diablo. But yeah, did that. I'm now starting to farm my equipment. Like, I'm literally at the beginning of endgame in Diablo 3. Took me a solid day, I would say. Like, how many hours did I put in there? Let me see. Let me actually see how many hours the character has. I'm curious. I was not standing around a lot, so I have to maybe detract like an hour, maybe 2 at worst. Let me see. How many hours do I have? I have, let me see, how many hours? Wait, where's it saying? Oh, there. 10 hours. Yeah. Took me, well, let's retract like 2 hours, because sometimes I was standing around not doing much. So it took me solid 8 hours to get to the max level. Yeah, about 10 hours, which is fine. I think 8 hours is fine. It's not as bad as Path of Exile. Like, leveling goes really quickly, especially if you have... I didn't even have the right equipment. Keep that in mind. I only had the Deckard Cain set. I didn't have the crown, the Skeleton King crown, which I really have to get at some point, hopefully. That would have made things so much faster. Like, so much faster. And yeah, 8 hours. That's solid. Also, actually less than 8 hours. I just realized that I also played a little bit yesterday in the end game. So maybe 7 hours? Yeah, it took me like 7 hours to get there. So if you really want to, I think you can reach max level in like 5 hours. Nowadays. If you're really aiming at it. Which is kind of crazy. And even faster if you have somebody who can drag you through the difficulties. Yeah. But yeah. That's that. That's what I did over the weekend. And played some Total War in between. Tried some new races I have never played before. Failed horribly at that. Weirdly enough, I really love the Skaven. I have like this particular Skaven who is focusing on technology. And you even get the nuke. Like, I shit you not. They get a nuke. You can just build nukes and launch them on the battlefield. And you see literally this one rocket coming down and then just, boom, having a nuclear explosion on the battlefield, eradicating whole armies. It is so stupid. It's expensive. Like, you are not throwing them out like candy. At least not at the beginning. But it is so dumb. Skaven, man. But yeah, Skaven are fun. Skaven are fun. It's always a delight to see the enemies just running at your little rats who are just meat shields. And then you have, on the hills, you have multiple Gatling gun, or rattling guns, but you know what it is. Troops just standing there and just melting them from the side with their Gatling guns. It's hilarious. Skaven, man. Stupid. But yeah, watched some League of Legends because the playoffs are happening already. Man, their seasons now become really quick. I thought summer season just started, and now they're already at like the best of plays. So yeah, watched that a bit, and that's it. That's all I did over the weekend. Yes. All right. I would say we are jumping into the gaming news. Yeah, because we don't have much. That's the worst. It will be quick. We're watching some trailers, and that's about it. There wasn't any gaming news because everyone was at Gamescom. Like, duh. Sony has been shopping again, but this time they haven't shopped anything big. They have acquired Savage Game Studios, and if you're like, who? Savage Game Studios is a mobile developer, and Sony also announced that they created a PlayStation Studio mobile division. This new division will operate independently from PlayStation's console development, and instead of focusing on creative, innovative, on-the-go experiences based on new and existing PlayStation IP. The Savage team is working on a new unannounced AAA mobile live service action game. Wow, that's so many buzzwords. I don't even know what to say about that. But yeah, Savage Studio and mobile is now part of PlayStation. I know that a lot of people will roll with the eyes here and will be like, oh, mobile. Yeah, keep in mind, every company will now dabble in mobile because it's kind of funny. A lot of studios, publishers, and even analysts, probably me included, believe that at some point the people who are playing mobile play mobile because they cannot have a PC. They cannot have a console. So the only thing you have to do is you have to convert them to become a console/PC player. They're using the inferior product because they don't have another choice, or they haven't seen what the console or PC can do yet, right? The reality is, it is definitely a choice for the people what they want to play and what they want to play on. And a lot of the mobile players do not move to consoles or PC, or they already have that, but they need something to play on the way. And well, taking your PlayStation 5 or Xbox Series with you when you were on your commute is not the best way to play. Let's face it. Even taking a laptop with you is not the best one, especially if you have like a beefy gamer laptop. So a lot of people are using iPads or tablets, in general, or phones, and then they are playing the games which are available to them there. So Sony expanding in this market makes absolutely sense. It's the same reason, like, it's funny enough because Microsoft talked about this over the weekend and said, oh yeah, one of the reasons we bought Activision Blizzard was also because of the mobile possibilities. Right? Because thanks to King and some of the other things Activision Blizzard has, yeah, mobile. So makes sense. Makes absolutely sense. But believe it or not, that was it already with the gaming news. Wait, what? Yeah, I know. Kinda crazy. There's not much going on. And because of that, it is time for videos. And the first one, which I'm not a huge fan of, but let's do it anyways.
The Keeper of Firearms and Artillery at the Royal
Let's watch
Arms Museum in
Jonathan
the UK,
Ferguson.
which houses a collection of thousands of iconic
And
weapons
Destiny
throughout
2.
history. And on this week's episode, we're back with Bungie's sci-fi shooter
Oh
as Jonathan
God.
takes a look at some of the exotic weaponry from Destiny 2, which only slightly melted his brain.
Wow, this is truly exotic. And just a completely bonkers design, has to be said.
If you're a fan of Destiny, make sure to check our previous 2 episodes on the game's guns, and for something slightly different, keep your eye on GameSpot for an upcoming video with ex-SAS member Billy Billingham as he reacts to various SAS missions from the Call of Duty franchise.
You know,
We might actually watch
some of this
that.
stuff. That to me
Yes.
felt really good, really realistic.
And if there are any other games, guns, and mechanics that you guys want to see Jonathan break down, let us know in
Oh.
the comment section below. Right, let's get back to Destiny.
He's checking out Victoria. Awesome. I'm looking forward to that. Especially because there's artillery in the game.
Right, so this is called the arbalest, which is a real historical term for one of a number of
Yes.
arrow shooting weapons, basically. This
Arbalestes.
obviously doesn't shoot arrows per se. Quite a messy looking design, quite a lot of pipes and tubes and things on it. It's got a reflex type sight positioned in front of the eye. Fine. Looks a bit fragile. In fact, the whole weapon looks quite fragile. So that sight would, whatever it's made of, would be very easy to knock out of zero with the barrel, or whatever this is, and break the glass if it is glass. It might not be. The various pipes and tubes look like it could be easily dented, ripped off. So it has almost the air of a prototype. The way it's stocked, I suppose, is reminiscent of, as the name would imply, some sort of crossbow type weapon.
It looks
doesn't
kind of
have
like
the
it, yeah.
prod of a crossbow, or the arms of a compound bow.
But it looks reminiscent
It's
enough.
clearly meant to evoke some sort of a bow without having a literal bow, of course, where the name comes from. Do we have anything like that now? Not really, but there's something called an air bow, which is halfway between, effectively,
It would be
an arrow
crazy if we do.
shooting weapon, a bow, and a gun, because it's stocked more like a gun, but it does have some sort of residual modern crossbow looking heritage to the design, and I think that's what they're going for here.
What?
Alright, this is a surprising looking weapon, the Wardcliffe coil. This is obviously some in-game lore reference. Very unusual looking thing. I have no idea what it's supposed to be, but it tells me. It says it fires a volley of rockets, so I guess those... Okay, I can sort of see where they're coming from here. So if you look at the rocket pods on something like a Hind gunship, they have all the multiple holes in the front for the rockets to get shot out of. So it's kind of reminiscent of that, but the way the holes are rendered is kind of
Makes no
boggling
sense.
my mind, because they're
Yeah.
orientated incorrectly for how the things would shoot out, but I haven't seen it yet. Let's have a look.
It's just electronic rockets.
I might have misunderstood what they were going for with the holes in the
Homing missiles.
front end of this thing. I'm not quite clear on where the warheads emerge from anyway, but given that it has interchangeable front ends that don't necessarily even have those holes, I think they're just meant to be cooling or something, and the warheads must come out of the big old hole in the front. The other thing is it does not look like a portable weapon. Clearly it is.
Yeah.
It looks like a mounted. It looks more like a concept for a sentry gun to me. I guess the characters are effectively augmented, so it doesn't really matter. But it's certainly, it fits the bill of a prototype, because someone has lashed this up and you're having to just awkwardly cart it around the battlefield.
Man, those carvings.
This is a good reminder that we are playing essentially, or I'm watching a fantasy game vaguely set
Yeah.
in space. It's not real. It's not really science fiction. That may be controversial. I don't know, but that's my strong impression.
No. I agree with that.
Sort of elaborately carved. Is it meant to be stone? It looks like stone.
Yeah.
With depictions of rats, and then there's an actual rat skull, or it might be a bit big for that, melded into the back of it somehow. We've got some detail though, because as well as the texturing of the decoration, we've got visible rifling, very small but deep grooves. You see this on some early rifles, like muzzle-loading rifles, tend to have a lot of grooves with a slow rate of twist. Some vague conventional looking features in that the sort of trigger guard trigger area is vaguely 1911 looking, but this is just so wacky. This is essentially a magical legendary type weapon, I think. Looking at the traits as well, where we've apparently
it
got
is.
a magnified effect when others are using it, the idea of a swarm of rats, I guess. Bit meta for a shooter, but there we go. Alright, so we've got this thing in action now. The eyes on the skull glow red. It's got quite a lot of recoil. The slide, it is a slide, it does move. There's no ejection port or anything, and no ejection. So we can assume that this is some form of probably magical caseless ejection. The problem with that is, how do you clear, like if your magic fails you and the round doesn't fire, how do you get it out of the chamber? It doesn't even have a chamber. It must do. It has a rifle.
That's a very good
Bit of a mystery,
question.
this one.
Oh god. What?
Alright, so all of these are so far living up to their name as exotics. This is looking a bit more conventional, maybe. Some sort of loading pistol, or maybe an automatic, as in fully automatic pistol, with an underbarrel launcher of some kind.
It's a laser.
Okay, so all of these exotic things are going to blow my brain, I think. Although it appears to be like a conventional pistol with some sort of launcher underneath, what I think is happening is the top part of the gun is actually like a charging system for the underbarrel bit that actually projects the beam of energy that gives you the more powerful shot. How that relates to the normal barrel shooting normal energy bullets, I don't know.
The grenade launcher.
This
Something
looks
more
a bit
conventional.
like what I would expect an exotic weapon in a game like Destiny to look like, with the monstrous, or animalistic in this case, mouth around it. I think I might have said this before.
It doesn't look completely
So I can't show
wacky.
you them, but we have some 16th century guns and loose barrels in the collection. Where the
Wow, that
has
looks
been lost.
pretty.
Beautifully decorated barrel still exists.
Yeah.
And also in some Southeast Asian gun designs as well, where there's a dragon or a lion or something at the muzzle. So it's like it's breathing fire, or the idea of power, like harnessing the spirit of an animal. So that's something we do see on real games. Otherwise, this is like I don't know, an HK.
I love how he's trying to explain that.
So that's-
You know, you channel your chi through you, and then you unload it through the bells. Great.
It has a vaguely grenade launcher style sight, but it's not clear how that would function, and it's not functional in the game either. The design's
Because
pretty cool, with
weird.
the helical flutes along the barrel and the sort of animal designs. And the gameplay aspect.
Definitely
of
the most
grenades.
normal looking
You can see
weapon.
We have different grenades going on. Some are sort of bursting in mid-air. Clearly, though, it's possible for them to bounce, which is very reminiscent of the original Quake 1 grenade launcher. So grenades that bounce around the battlefield are not a great idea. But
No.
There is, of course, a type of grenade that you do have to use in this way, and that's tear gas, CS gas, that kind of thing, where you cannot have it explode. You need to get it into a space for it to then function and fill the room full of gas. So they do bounce, and users of those will potentially bounce them off things. Not to the extent of this, but ideally you'll just want it to land in the middle of the room, shoot it through a window or something.
It's not rubber.
Ideally you don't want to be bouncing it off surfaces, but it kind of happens by default, and I dare say some skilled people have used it to their advantage.
Oh. It's a pulse rifle.
Alright, Bad Juju. I like that name. That is funny. And it's clearly got, well, it's got bones on it. I can say that much. Quite an advanced sci-fi looking design, contrasting with the random crow skull or something. And some vertebrae on the back. Some random straps with horns on, which does make it look a bit like it's trying to dress up for a Halloween party with some horns, a bit strange. And we have an effect here that it clearly seems to derive from the bones of basically...
He's funny today.
Curses, which is interesting. Kills refill the magazine, that's one aspect. You get increased damage. Let's see if we can see that in action.
Zone A captured. You have advantage.
What's a burst rifle?
Alright, some functional sights here, albeit they're a little wacky. Basically a red dot, but we have sort of bars coming in from the side that glow green. The whole gun glows green because it's, delivering curses effectively. No problem with that. I suppose in a way this sort of sums up, or at least the exotic weapons in Destiny, in that it's quite a high-tech looking assault rifle, basically.
Yeah.
these weird supernatural elements that appear to be added to it. So someone has magicked up a sort of off-the-shelf sci-fi gun, which is quite a cool idea.
What the hell? Oh, it's like a
Wow,
lightning
this
rod.
is truly exotic looking. Very strange. We've got futuristic looking technological lower parts with very unergonomic looking pistol grip, strange buttstock, and a very conventional looking scope above, and then a very odd looking barrel. This has to be a magical weapon, but it's kind of
It has.
maybe the idea is it's a magical pointy stabby type weapon that
No.
someone has
It's
adapted using
a
technology
lightning rod.
into a rifle, if that makes sense, or something maybe like a staff that projects energy, and someone
Yeah.
has converted it into a rifle. That's the impression I'm getting from this. The way it has no bore, it has a pointy end, almost Giselle looking up-curved stock, except it's not really a stock, until someone has added a metal stock around that so you can actually shoulder it. Quite an intriguing concept. But having said all that, there is a magazine housing and what looks to be a magazine underneath, so...
Yeah, that's kind of weird.
I think I might be on the right lines with this. It really does look like some magical artifact adapted as a sniper rifle. Why on earth you would need to change magazines and cycle the action? I mean, what action? I don't know. Kind of like the way they've designed in these clamps to secure...
I don't know either.
That isn't really a barrel.
This is a good
But if this is
question.
some sort of, I don't know, maybe it's taken off a creature or something that has its own power supply, and therefore you need to adapt a human power supply to keep it charged. Don't know. I'm sure the comments will enlighten me.
What the hell is that? It's a mini gun
Okay, I
thingy?
think this is the first of these exotic guns I've seen that sort of makes some sense in terms of the feed.
Does
A
it?
belt of cartridges of some kind in a belt box, effectively, attached to the side of the gun with a lift-up top cover, similar to what we have today. In fact, they've modelled the feed arm that would sit underneath in the underside of the top cover and be driven back and forth as the gun operates, but it doesn't appear to have it's not actually hinged, it doesn't move, so it's just a bit of decoration really, but it helps cement the idea that this is like a belt-fed machine gun, although the configuration of the front end and the big cable running to the front and the spinny bit in the middle all
Looks
make
more like a
this
rail-
be some kind of a rail gun. It doesn't
Yeah.
have a barrel, it has parallel rails and it seems to be accelerating the projectiles, I think.
I'm really looking forward till the day we are getting actually like rail guns who are working. I mean, we already have rail
Yeah,
guns.
watching this thing actually shoot, it's more akin
It's
to
just
a
not
grenade machine gun or an
feasible
automatic grenade launcher.
right now.
Very slow rate of fire, big chunky projectiles.
For so many reasons,
There's
there's
a
so many
tiny
problems with rail
drum-fed
guns.
Type of portable grenade launcher, so not the belt, but
Like,
has a drum.
they do exist.
It's an interesting thing.
They do
I'm not sure
exist,
what's
it's
going on
just-
top, what that sort of weird-looking ribbed thing is. On
Yeah.
top. Don't know what that does.
Not mass
It's
produced,
sort of
not feasible.
very
It's like,
tall
hey, here's a rail gun who can
sight.
shoot
Not sure
twice,
how that works.
and you
It does
just
have
burn
sight.
multiple millions.
Redundant iron sights, which is a
Not-
common thing on less realistic
Not feasible.
games.
But we have those.
Right, instant points for having a holographic projection without a frame as the optical sight. As those of you who watched this before will know, I'm a big fan of that idea, that it will essentially just appear in midair through some sort of emitter, and it won't require a protective frame or any kind of glass or perspex.
Yeah, I mean,
The alternative
especially in
futuristic
that time and
gun sight will
age.
be one that is projected in front of your eyes. The reticle's kind of a bit overly complex. Like, why would you need holographic blue stuff that obscures your field of view when you could literally just have a crosshair or a reticle?
Because
blowing up
balance.
thing just hovering in midair.
Ooh, I love the
My
running out of
ramblings
ammunition.
about the sight have been somewhat undermined by the fact that this clearly has the ammunition counter which
purpose.
floats below the reticle is also linked to it. So your
Yeah,
actual
that's kinda cool.
outer reticle turns red or changes colour when you're running out of ammunition. That's something I could see being useful. I'm not sure that it would be adopted. We still don't have round counters really in contemporary military type weapons.
Yeah. Oh. Oh, that's a bayonet knife. Not a bayonet,
Right,
just
interesting looking
knife.
revolver here. We've got the faceted
Knife.
cylinder of and the lower barrel, as it were, of the Chiappa Rhino, but the rest of it's quite different. Very
Yeah.
notably, there's what looks a lot like a kitchen knife
Yeah.
built into the gun below. A lot of the blade is actually behind the muzzle, so you can't use it for stabbing. You could, though, use it as a cutting weapon, using that cutting edge. So having it set back that far is not necessarily the end of the world, but does compromise its effectiveness as a bayonet.
A little bit, yeah.
Spiky studs all over it. What can I say? They definitely hurt if you slap someone in the face with this thing, but they are clearly there for aesthetic reasons. As is all of that, what looks like applied decoration. In this case, it's in sort of what looks like silver or platinum, and then with gold edging.
Looks great.
As well. Oh, we do have a sort of
The stats are in the way, though.
there as well, just to top it off.
Wow. There's a lot of shots.
As with some other games with advanced-looking sci-fi type revolvers, it's not clear how this functions. It does have a hammer. It's kind of semi-concealed or semi-guarded behind some weird prong things that stick out the back. I don't really know why they're there. If the hammer's not functional, if there's no ability to cock it back for a more accurate shot, which there might be, haven't seen it yet. I'm not really sure why it even has a hammer other than for visual reasons, but it's firing at quite a rate. I don't know if it's meant to be...
I wonder sometimes really if like developers are watching this and they're like,
loading cartridges.
oh shit,
The cylinder
he's
in
right.
traditional fashion,
Why haven't we thought
insert
about this?
Containing the rounds that can just drop out. So it's a magazine-fed revolver. Let's call it an on-block clip for a revolver, which is very strange. Not great because you're creating a lot of bulk in the cylinder that doesn't need to be there. I think that's the reason that no one has done that. Also, the outer cylinder housing is visibly revolving, so somehow that clip insert thing has to engage with that to then revolve with it, but there isn't any mechanical means of that happening, so that would just kind of spin out of alignment and you'd end up with a bullet striking the forcing cone of the revolver. Yeah, I need
brain. What the actual heck? Another railgun.
Okay, this is quite striking. The Graviton Lance appears to have like a pocket universe contained within it. There's a void at the back that has sort of stars and galaxies visible in it, and there's like a tube running from that all the way around, doubling back on itself and into the barrel. Doesn't really make a lick of sense, but it's something very different.
It's very cool.
It's another bullpup. It's got some kind of power supply.
Man, that I never got into
Another
Destiny
rather uncomfortable looking
vexes
grip,
me sometimes.
But hey, different species have different hands. And then the barrel looks more like a pair of rails for accelerating a projectile.
Yes.
But that doesn't look like that's how this works. So it's more just like an emitter for, as the description says, space-time? Although it does say this weapon is the needle, and I don't think it's referring to any kind of projectile. It's a metaphor.
It just shoots.
I suppose
Okay.
my fear with having seen this was that it implies that it's harnessing the energy of space-time to be a weapon, and my fear was that it would then be quite anemic and not do much damage. But actually, a couple of shots from the conventional mode seems to kill things pretty readily, and then there's this black hole effect where the enemies kind of implode, and then there's an explosion. It does kind of meet expectations, I think, as a universe harnessing weapon.
The Monte Carlo. Oh man, roll with it.
Another bayonet or edged weapon on a gun. This one looks quite potent, albeit it's extremely big and cross section with a sort of triangular cross section, making it extremely heavy and extremely front heavy as well, given that the gun will be
I mean,
potentially
look at the
less
bayonet.
than the edge weapon. It's not quite a gun blade, but it's knocking on the door of it. Quite a distinctive design, the way the receiver tapers into a buttstock with the sort of two voids in it. Quite an interesting design.
Okay. Normal. But can you stab people with it? I don't think so.
Right, so unlike the pulse rifles, logically enough are energy weapons, the auto rifles are firing something like conventional ammunition. The cartridge cases are a really weird shape. There must be some sort of chamber that works with those, but they wouldn't work well in a conventional firearm chamber, that's for sure. They're very thin at the back, thick in the middle, and thin again at the other end. And there appears to be a rim as well, so that the rim isn't any wider than the maximum diameter of the case. There's a reason why we use rimless ammunition, where the rim is created by cutting a groove into the head. So it's the same diameter, so that it can feed through an automatic weapon. This looks problematic.
Well, and this looks just outright crazy.
Wow, this is truly exotic. The name is intriguing. Osteostriga. I'm not 100% sure on the language, but sounds a lot like Bone Witch. If anyone knows the precise language, put it in the comments. But yeah, it does look quite bony and quite sort of cursed, so maybe there's some witchcraft involved. Yes. Sentient toxic projectiles that track the targeted enemy. Sounds familiar. More so than the other guns that I've seen, changing the skin changes the complete
weapon.
Design. Like the black-looking skin for this weapon, or alternate version of it, has a conventional barrel. More bony-looking one with a sort of jade shard as a barrel doesn't really have a barrel, so it's changed up quite drastically while still being the same gun.
Again, really, really sad that I never got into this game. I tried.
Alright, this is a very novel idea. Gun sensibilities, but a completely magical weapon. Okay, it's still a gun in that it's launching projectiles, but it's not a gun in the literal sense, because it doesn't have a barrel. A gun has to have a barrel. And also the magazine is some sort of magical artifact that sits on the top of the gun, a bit like a P90, but you don't have to take it off again because it erodes or decays as it's using up the sort of magical ammunition that it contains. Very inventive, got to give them that. I suppose it's no different really than like a magic sword in a fantasy game. Guns are Destiny's thing, so this is what they've done. And just a completely bonkers design, has to be said.
I'm so glad that when they're going back to like normal weapons again. Like, as much as I enjoy this, I had some good laughs here.
Those are the guns or the exotics of Destiny.
It's not his
I am
wheelhouse.
here at the Royal Armouries, as always, in Leeds, but we do have other sites, sadly not in other countries. Love to have as many people as possible visit. We also have our digital presence, as well as my appearance on here. We have a YouTube channel and all the usual social media channels as well, so do check those out. Thanks very much for watching. See you next time.
Thanks, Jonathan. See you next week, and I'm looking forward to that. Yeah, it's clearly not its wheelhouse what he is talking about there with Destiny, right? It's yeah. All right, let's watch the SAS Soldier breaks down. Let's see if this is any interesting. I have to say, they have reached a point with Jonathan where he's just good in what he is doing. Like, yeah, he's just good, right? So it's tough for others to get there. Yeah. All right, let's watch that. Let's see if this is any good.
Mark Billy Billingham. He served in the British SAS
Billy
for over 17
Billingham.
years, has
Nice.
been responsible for planning and executing strategic operations across the world, is a certified counter-terrorism instructor, has led countless hostage rescues, as well as much more. Today, he's joining us to break down Modern Warfare 2019's iconic SAS Clean House mission.
You know, having been part in some of this stuff, that to me felt really good, really, really realistic.
We've got a few more videos with Mark planned, taking him through many more of the Call of Duty SAS missions across the franchise, so be sure to subscribe for that. And if you want to see more of Billy Billingham, you can check out the links to all of his socials, as well as where to buy his new book, Survive to Fight, in the description below. Right, over to Billy.
Sergeant Garrick, thanks to your intel, we tracked the Al-Qatala cell responsible for the Piccadilly attack to a townhouse in North London. 3 SAS teams will get inside and connect the dots. If the Wolf is in possession of the stolen Russian gas in Kazakhstan, we need to find him.
The scenario is great. the setup, you know, something happening in a faraway land that's going to have a massive impact on something, and then related it back to a situation that led to the initial intel, like the bomb there going off in London and linking people. If you look back at the London bombings, that's kind of how it all started, and linked to things that the network opened up all around the globe. You know, nobody expected it to be as big as it was, and this is basically, so the scenario is basically what I'm saying is pretty good, pretty realistic.
Be advised, there may be non-combatants on target. Check your shots.
Verbal there was say, you know, there will be unarmed civilians involved. It goes without saying, but it does get said. You know, we just remind ourselves that although it's aggressive, it's still sensitive.
Targets are up, boys. Let's kick this off.
It was a pretty intense mission.
I did pick up on this before. Your first man who's opening the gate is concentrating on the gate. The guy to his right shouldn't be watching him open the lock. He should be looking for him. You know, but that's very minor detail. But other than that, it's good. A little bit bunch, but it's good.
I mean, it is kind of important that somebody's like securing your ass, right? When you were doing the work and you don't have your gun in your hand. It's like, yeah, hey, dude, can you focus? I do some stuff here where I don't have my gun out.
Okay, so it's a simultaneous attack. We've got verbal and visual comms, which is good. You know, and you're doing a simultaneous attack. So the first thing you want to do is, as you're breaching, okay, it's very controlled as well on the communications. It'll be Alpha 1's in position, Bravo 1's in position. Everybody's into one position. We're all outside the building. All call signs, stand by, move. So now everybody's moving. So now I'm expected to see somebody come down the alleyway. Because although he's moving forward, he looks down the alleyway and he tells you somebody else has moved to their position. You get that, but that would be more control because that could have been anybody, to be honest. You know, you've seen somebody, is that the guy's moving, is that the enemy? So just a very minor point, but just something to bear in mind. Okay. You know, you probably get a scream out of it. Hope that you've seen somebody, but he's on it pretty quick, so we'll give him the benefit of the doubt on that. He identified the guy at the end of the table who's obviously, I'm assuming, you know, you'd have had pictures of your, what you call your x-rays, your terrorists. So I've identified it. But the thing with that is, in a fucking law court today, you'd be lucky. Why did you shoot him? Why didn't you detain him? You could say his hands are not seen. He could have a weapon on him. He could have. You know, that might be a good reason for that person at the front to make that decision. That's his decision. But looking at that there, you know, you don't see a weapon threat. What should have possibly, might have gone in, he's just gone in. Give him a quick challenge without trying to, you know, create too much of a fuss. There is a weapon on the table, which the guy to the left went for, so that's fair game. Bearing on intelligence, though, you know, they may be using IEDs, you know, initiation packet under the table or next to, which you could just grab, so that justifies the existence of what you're doing. So just bear that in mind. But otherwise, yeah, it's good movement.
Entry to the front door.
Yeah, it's good visual communication. Check where everybody is.
Bravo 6, moving to the first floor.
Yeah, movement's good. You got your guy at the back here is covering to the right. They're all covering different angles. Nobody moves around like this. They just don't, because you tunnel vision. You're bumping into each other. The weapons are here, and although it's a state of eye readiness, there are people against them. You still, because you can actually fire from there. Bang, 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 and then come up into the aim if you really need to. See, the thing with this now for me is there's been a number of shootings, people screaming and shouting. So this is now what is called gone noisy. You know, we're still moving pretty tactically, which is fair enough, but it's gone noisy. People will be screaming and shouting. There'll be lights on everywhere probably, and first it's probably now best. Your IR goggles up, use the light. There's women screaming and shouting, don't shoot, this, that, the other. So the whole house is alive. However, let's stay with the stealth thing because that's what we've got here. The movement's good, the target indication's good, and it's aim shots. It's not automatic.
I mean, there was always the problem of
The
video
other bits and
games,
pieces
right?
you've got
This
there
whole
to
thing
see
of
what you
like,
don't see on this, which is fair enough, is
huh? What? I heard shots below me. Oh, fighting. Not my area of exercise. Or when right in the Metal Gear games or any other sneaking game where you were getting caught, there's the alarm, they're looking for you, and then afterwards it's like, okay, back to normal. Well, didn't found the intruder, he killed a few people, he's now gone, so he's at large. Not my problem anymore.
as you take a room and you've cleared it, if there's bodies in there, or
I know
people
it's for
in there,
gameplay
you've got
reasons.
people behind to contain it.
Because the other way around would be kind of shit.
That's a bit wild.
First floor secure.
That's a bit
Because
very
blasting
wild.
behind the door like that probably wouldn't happen because again there might be kids in there, might be civilians. You've got collateral damage you've got to think about.
Bravo 6, moving to the second floor.
Yeah, like you heard.
Floor
What?
clear, moving on.
Again, sneaking is so useless right now because they heard the shots, man. Yeah, why didn't we check that?
Pause there for a second. Again, I mean, you systematically clear the building.
Yeah.
That's the thing with this stuff, when you do this, you literally have to clear every. It takes time. So when it go, you want it to go noisy. As soon as the first rounds have gone down, it's gone noisy. That's it. We're on. It's on. Let's go. Bang, bang, bang. And you've got to clear everything from the toilet, a cubbyhole, to. For that, whatever reason,
That was the
whoever
weirdest
passed
thing
that
that
don't know why.
I never
It's
understood
that
the scene,
process.
and I don't
Hence the
have to
reason
be like, I don't have to be a former SAS soldier. It's just like you were very methodic to clean stuff, right? You have a door. Why would they, of course, for dramatic reasons and because the writers decided it will be that way, but it vexed me the first time I played that mission, and I was like, why didn't you clean that room? Why did you just look at the door and be like, door's not opening? Well, then I assume nobody's behind it. Let's move on. It just doesn't make any sense. I hated that moment very much because it was so... We just did this for the moment.
You walk past it, then you got a few rounds through the door, which you
Yeah.
hit one of the. So we've got a casualty now, and then you can't go to automatic fire through a door because again, and we've had this. You know, we've gone into a target. Exactly, that rounds are coming through the door. You've got to still suppress the fire and make sure you can see what you're aiming at. So basically, what you probably do there is just hold it outside the door, thunder flash in, create that distraction, door open immediately and in. See what you're shooting at. You can't just go shooting blind because inevitably what you will have is, and we've had it. I've had this. Kids lined up in there, rolled up in carpets, you know. So, hence the reason again, you can't just go throwing the explosive grenades in there. It's collateral damage is key. There will be kids in there. There's already women in there, as you see. So, as opposed to they should have stacked on that door, cleared that room, moved on. They didn't clear the room. They walked past it, paid the price, took a casualty, and like I said, the drills thereafter become the same: controlled, aggressive, but fast. And you've got to identify a target. You can't just fire blind.
Hey, Simon.
Okay, yeah, you look like he was popping up with a weapon. The first one was shot on the way in. Okay, fair deals. Good move.
Hello, hello.
Bedroom clear.
Get those rooms cleared.
See, even more key of what I said earlier on there. It's gone really noisy now. Just get those lights on, get that shit up, and you can move a lot quicker.
I think they cut the lights.
Casualty there. What we do have is, you know, we'll have our own.
How are you doing,
patrol
Simon?
medics.
Good day
We're
to
all,
you.
You know, patrol medic to a degree. But on most of the raids that we did, in places where we did these raids, the medic would be with us. He'd be at the back. So as you've already said, room
Medic!
floor was clear. So he'd be there. While you're clearing the first floor, he'd be outside. As soon as that first floor's cleared, he'd be coming in. So if there is casualties, he can go deal with it. You know what I mean? 'Cause you can't afford to leave manpower behind. That's
We need an
25%
artist.
of your firepower gone, and your team. It breaks up the teams. You've got to keep the teams together as best you can. So that medic would deal with that as quick as possible. If that, like it is there, to be fair, that floor's not clear yet, you'd have to hold on the floor, get the medic in, and then move on again.
Yeah, why are we still sneaking after all this?
Moving on to the third floor now. So 2 floors secure. The movement's great. The crossing over arcs, keep it visual with each other is good. The weapon handling and movement is good. It's realistic. It's not this up in the eyes, you know, channel vision.
Hands up, now! Secure. Suck that kid up. Secure.
Okay, you're right. So again, I'm just watching this here. Obviously, as I alluded to earlier, when you got people, casualties and non-casualties, you have to leave people behind to contain them, and which he did there. The guy stayed with the woman and the kid, got them suppressed. But then this guy here moving on, it does happen. I ain't gonna say it don't happen. It does happen because you have to move quick. You just have to take that risk. But ideally, you won't move into that room until somebody's on your shoulder. There's 2 of us. Okay, as you get on your shoulder, I'm with you. Let's go. But moving through and going down a corridor, he's flashbanged another room, and he's going.
Does he has a clapping light?
It's a
Did you
general
just
rule, we
clap
won't
the
do
light
that.
off?
We shouldn't do that. I ain't saying we don't do it, so we can call this is pretty realistic. But in the best scenario, he's on your shoulder. Okay, so you get whacked, he can continue that fight. Because if you're on your own out there, I'm now watching these children and looking for anybody else in that room. My back's really turned. If he's been shot, the guy's come back into this room, then you've got 2 casualties. It's minor stuff, but but there is realism there, definite realism, because it does happen. You know, it's all great to have these. This is how it should happen, but and the reality, when you cold light of day, when you're in there, it all goes peak-toned. The rounds are going, it's gone noisy. Things do change, so it is realistic. Again, he's moving on night vision goggles. The fact that you come into that room and there's light on there, you get blinded.
And yeah, you look into it.
It just burns out just for a few seconds or a bit longer. So the thing is, they just flip that thing up and just keep going because you can't afford to stand there messing around. So bang, flick it up rather than try and shoot out the light. I'll give you the benefit of the doubt. You get your shot out of the light, that's fine.
Still weird.
Locked.
Where is it?
Try and take him alive.
Down, get down, get down!
Don't shoot! Don't shoot, please! They were going to kill
Don't
me!
move!
They
Stop!
locked me in here!
Drop him.
Just stop! Clear.
Fair game. I mean, that's good. That was really good, actually, because, I mean, you know, you've come in, you've of course she's frightened. She's scared. However, she's being given direction, told to stand still or get down, wherever she's been told, and she's bolted. There's a reason why she's bolted. I mean, you've got to make that decision yourself. Why have you just done that? She could be going for a weapon. She could have a weapon. She could have a vest on. There's a lot of the targets you're up against now, you know, suicide bombers. There's already been noise in the house. She's definitely already been alerted, I'd imagine. So tensions are high. I didn't see a weapon, but...
Hey, good morning, Sakura.
They were going to kill
Don't
me!
move!
They
Stop!
locked me in here!
Drop him.
Just stop! Clear.
All teams, townhouse secure. Commence SSE. Roger.
Good terminology there, you know. All floors are secure. Move to SSE. SSE means collect all evidence. This is now where you'll be identifying the bodies completely. You'll be taking all the information.
Good morning, Sakura.
the hard
How are you
drives,
doing?
Any weapons, any equipment, anything that's visual that you think, documentation, that's been collected now for evidence. You're really into the forensic side of it. And that's a quick process, so it does have to happen quick. So that's pretty good and pretty realistic from what I remember.
She was going for a bloody detonator.
Good job we dropped it in.
We made the right call, sir.
I'll bet your ass. We've got a location on the wolf.
Overall, actually, I think it was very realistic. few minor points, and it's easy to pick little minor things. You know, some of the
This is GameSpot's new series, SAS Soldier Breaks Down Call of Duty Modern Warfare's Clean House Mission.
Visual verbal communication paramount. Without it, it goes to ratchet. There's good visual and verbal communication all the way through. The relaying, the talking, you can see them looking at each other, crossing over arcs, making sure the weapons are covered.
And he is
So
a
that's
former
really good.
SAS
The
soldier.
tactics are pretty good. The only things I've picked up on is moving on your own, going noisy early. Once it goes noisy, rounds are going down. I don't care how covert you think you are. So we could have gone noisy a bit early. And when I went by going noisy, it's then down to screaming and shouting to each other, aggressive movement, light, as much light as you need. You need the light. You know, it's great working in all this sort of stuff. You can take it that maybe there's no power in the buildings because some of these don't have, so then you're staying as you are. But in that case, there was. And the scenario was great. Real good scenario. Makes sense. Based on a lot of, obviously, good intelligence you've been given there for that. And that's very realistic to the modern day sort of counter-terrorist global war against terrorism that we're up against. And, you know, having been part in some of this stuff, that to me felt really good. Really, really realistic. And to be fair, again, there are mistakes being made. It should be, because we make mistakes. As I said to you, we try to move in pairs all the time. Sometimes you get a little bit carried away and you're off on your own, and you get away with it. Sometimes you might not. Overall, really, really good. I'm not a games person. That's just got me into it. It's got me hooked a little bit.
I'll bet your house.
Huge thanks to Billy Billingham for joining us on this video. If you enjoyed, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe as we've more on the way. And of course, be sure to check out Billy's new book, all the links to which will be in the description below. Thanks for watching.
Man, I think this is what GameSpot is now becoming, a reaction channel with like people reacting to gaming stuff. It's kind of hilarious. Yeah, we already watched Jonathan Ferguson, by the way. We already had the pleasure with him. And it was Destiny 2 today. It was kind of funny, but again, they showed him all the exotic weapons. And just not his wheelhouse. It's just not his wheelhouse. You know. Or Sakura, you watch it when I'm done with the stream. But it is time for the one and only...
And we're here to show you some of the best recent clips from around the gaming world. In Saints Row, they meant to...
Yeah, he has World War I next week with... physics!
In Baku's
Goodbye,
game,
physics.
a hero emerges.
Baby Faye, oh my god.
And she's gone.
Heavy hitters in their corner. You leave anything lower than 5 stars, they'll come out swinging. The lower the review, the harder they hit.
Now we're talking. Count me in.
She's a witch!
Does Saints Row have fall damage?
Yep. It has. I have no clue why it didn't work there, though.
It's one thing to avoid death, it's another to beat up death.
What?
Huh, interesting.
Physics! It's one of those days, man. It's one of those days.
Now that ain't right.
And we don't just make your car look good, we sell hats and t-shirts so you look good too. That's Rat Rod's Custom Autos.
Yeah, that's how I drive my cars.
Man, what the hell happened? You have an out-of-body experience and left your body behind?
Oh, I've seen this. Yeah, I've seen this with multiple streamers. Yeah. We didn't have that bug, thankfully. Yeah, and then... Wait for it. Wait for it. And now the fridge is opening. It's great. The fridge has a delay.
Oh, come the fuck on.
This is exactly the Saints Row game we all deserve.
Guess you assholes are just working.
Oh gosh, I hate that in games. When games are doing this is the moment where I'm like, really?
Creating the Mario Kart banana
Yeah,
in Halo's
and now we
4.
toast. Man.
Hey. New Dark Souls 3 speedrun tech drop, lads.
Oh gosh. Wait, what? What?
Green light.
Nailed it?
They got a little too distracted by the airdrop here.
I know that feeling in Super People. Why are you flaring?
Enter the void.
Well, seems like Monday is not a physics day.
Always watch out for backblasts in Battlefield.
Ooh, what was that? Super lag. Wait, that exists?
That was incredible.
Entering in style.
What?
Trevor's hard at work.
Their life flashed before their eyes.
Okay. I get you. I get you.
Geometry.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, time. Sudden death, go!
What?
It is safe to say that shit went
Wow.
down.
Also, what cyberpunk I'm looking at here? This must be 720p or something.
Please do not be this guy.
How rude. Wait, what? Why is he immune now? He should have been dead? Deserved a bitch.
They helped a troubled player get to where they needed to be.
What? Is he XP farming? I think he is XP farming. Yep. That's the best.
She foolishly thought she could outsmart the ball.
Oh my god. I'm so sorry for you. don't screw with the ball, man. Leave the ball alone. The ball is bad news, man. That's frightening.
Non-destructive apple farming. This Gibraltar had a 5,000 ping, so they gave him a push and he became Sonic.
Gotta go fast.
They got called an idiot, but managed to be vindicated by winning the game while downed.
What? Wait. Oh, they're blocking the doors now? No. What?
How to remove toxic people from your life.
Oh my god. Stop. People who are walking in front of your gun. Yeet.
In Spider-Man, just ask for help next time.
What? This is modded, right?
I can't take this.
You can and you will.
I'll pay you back. Soon.
Just ask for help next time.
Lastly in Spider-Man, unexpected.
Oh, so.
This time. Now get back on the ready line.
Yes, ma'am.
Let's do this.
And lastly today, Dark Souls 3 modded to be first person.
Oh my god, this is frightening.
This has been Highlight Reel. Please remember to like, comment, hit the bell, and subscribe for more, and to visit and share the affiliated clips in the
Also,
description below. Highlight Reel
Axe
premieres
Fatalis
Thursday for
vibes?
patrons and Friday for everyone else. This show is community supported, so please consider backing it on Patreon. And if you have a clip that you'd like on Highlight Reel, please email it to clips@highlightreel.info or visit submit.highlightreel.info. Thanks to all our patrons, and as always, a special thanks to these producer-level patrons.
Yeah, I mean, I would definitely play like a Dark Souls game in first person. That's kind of cool.
Oh, come the fuck on.
Exactly. Yeah, right. Right. Man. Also, can I just blame Twitch? Apparently they have fixed it now. But it's like Twitch, for whatever reason, on Friday started to send me notification when all the people are going live. And I mean all the people I'm following. So I got like around 100 mails per day just from my follower list, and now it stopped again. Thanks, Twitch. Yay. Yay. Anything else? Let me see. And yes, I saw your Kermit the Frog thingy. I actually saw that on Twitter. Anything else? Anything interesting? Still not as good as Dark Messiah in first person melee. Yeah. It's also interesting that we like never got like, did Dark Messiah sell well? Like I wonder why it never like got another one. Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay, now I know why. It's Ubisoft. Right. It's not Assassin's Creed. Right. How could I forget that? It's Ubisoft. Everything which is not Assassin's Creed doesn't get a sequel. Oh, the German version was censored. Of course it was. Huh. Interesting. Interesting. Yeah, the non-censored version was never released in Germany. Ha! Interesting. But it's curious. So in 2012, I know, Might and Magic creative director Erwin Le Breton mentioned they were discussing a possible sequel to Dark Messiah. However, as of October 2015, Arcane Studio has left Ubisoft and is now owned by Microsoft, as we know. Well, Bethesda, to be more precise, but and the Might and Magic team was still searching for a new studio to take over the sequel. Probably never happened. Yeah, it's kind of interesting. So depending on where you are looking, the game was doing pretty good. Not so much on the Xbox 360 version. Yeah, apparently the 360 version was absolutely dog shit. Interesting. I wonder why. That's fascinating. Yeah, it got like half of the points for the Xbox 360 version. Like GameSpot gave it 6.7 for the PC version, but only 3.5 for the console version. That is a crazy difference. Like 6.7 out of 10 in regards to 3.5 out of 10. Wow. Huh. Interesting. And in Japan, the game was actually called something entirely different. It was called Might and Magic Elements. Huh. Interesting. So basically, I've never read up on this. So basically, this was like everyone needed something out of this game kind of deal. Because Valve needed somebody to develop a game for the Source engine, because they were pushing the Source engine more at that point. And so they needed somebody they could work with. And they reached out to Arcane, who did Arx Fatalis. And they wanted to work on Arx Fatalis 2. Right? So Valve came to them and said, make us Arx Fatalis 2. And they were like, yeah, or make us a Source engine game. And they were like, yeah, let's do Arx Fatalis 2. However, the poor sales of the first game made it difficult to find a publisher. And then they were approached by Ubisoft, basically saying, okay, we will not finance you Arx Fatalis, but what if you're using our Might and Magic license and basically just call it that? Call it Dark Messiah of Might and Magic instead of Arx Fatalis 2. And that was basically the whole thing behind this. So Valve needed a Source engine game because they wanted to push the Source engine. Arcane wanted to do Arx Fatalis 2. Didn't find a publisher because of the bad selling numbers. And Ubisoft wanted to do like a first-person action RPG thingy. And so those three just found each other by chance. And this is how Dark Messiah of Might and Magic apparently came together. Huh. That's fascinating. Which, of course, is a problem now because Arcane is not there yet. Anymore. Source engine is not needed anymore. And Ubisoft is just doing Assassin's Creed. And TFTs. NFTs. TFT is something different. Yeah, that's apparently the story behind this. Huh. Crazy. Oh, and Might and Magic doesn't exist anymore. Or it's not Heroes of Might and Magic doesn't exist anymore. It's now Might and Magic Heroes or something. Yeah, weird stuff. Weird. It's rather fascinating how NFT came. And disappeared. The moment nobody catched up to it, it just disappeared. Yeah, the phone game. I mean, here's the thing. Like, the reality is, Heroes of Might and Magic 7 exists, and nobody knows. Like, Heroes of Might and Magic 7 just completely came and disappeared, which was really unfortunate. Oh wow, it's already 7 years old, huh? It sold badly, I assume. It didn't do well. I remember playing this game. It was bad. It was bad. Any sale figures? No. Yeah, it was apparently super critical. Yeah, it had like apparently a lot of bugs, and 2 months after the release of the expansion, Ubisoft just announced they're halting all development, moving on, and left the game in a disastrous state. Huh. This is why I have a little bit of a problem with Olympic Studios. Like, let's face it, they didn't do very well with Heroes of Might and Magic 6 and 7. Like, they really, really didn't. 6 and 7 was just... 6 was just bullshit. 7 was meh. And they also did Might and Magic 10 Legacy. Like, the first 3 games Olympic did was pretty bad. Very buggy, not great. Tropico 6, though, on the other hand, even though I have to say I still believe that Tropico 5 was better, because Tropico 6 had some real big issues with money making, which, all things considered, is probably not a good thing. They did still okay with Tropico 6. And now they're working on Park Beyond. So man, Olympic is a weird company. They seem to do a lot of mediocre stuff. I think if they would just get their bucks together and wouldn't be such a buggy state sometimes, I think they would fare much better. Yeah. No. Mm-hmm. Anything else? No. I don't think so. I think we are actually really done with the news talk. Which is okay, because we talked long enough. Let's play some Destroy All Humans. Let's do this. They had a patch over the weekend. I'm kind of curious to see what that did. Where's my controller, by the way? Where did I put my controller? Oh, there. No, that's my Switch controller. That was the wrong controller. That was the right controller. Let's see if we can improve. Yeah, but they haven't, like... They do a little bit. Alright. Oh yeah, I'm streaming with my GPU today. Let's see how that goes. Let's see. Hope it runs well. Okay. Don't really... Yeah.
That's totally gross.
No! We should all be dancing. Yes! Whoa, man. It's all good, man. Yeah, by the way, chat, if you spot any, like, slowdowns or it doesn't run well on your end, let me know. But right now it seems to be pretty neat. Oh, it's the dude.
The glory of our poodle grows from the highest state of chaotic fecundity. When the ring turns orange and the population's nerves...
Blessed be the eggplant.
Then shall the ground be fit to sow, and the masses shall follow. Thus spake Ark-Voodle. Bound, chicka, bound, down.
Well, isn't that great? Raise alert level to orange. Well, I can... What?
Get down, man. No idea. I was this...
Wait. Okay, how's the PK slam working? Oh, he survived. Wait, that doesn't work?
Don't make me shoot you. Drop this. Out of body experience. There's something right.
Slam, not throw. How do I...
Hold on. I'll get you down in front.
Make it stop!
Make love! We need a dance party! Hit the ground? I thought it did.
Guys at the station are never gonna let me hear the end of this. I am so out of my way, lard ass. Okay up there? Remember me, please.
Remember me! Whatever.
Changes things a bit.
No, on the... It's set in the tutorial. Can I see the last tutorial again? No, I would have to restart it. Again, doesn't matter.
Looks like you're out of business.
It's just optional.
From the ashes of terror and destruction, Ark-Wooded is reborn to spread the good pickup line of erotic satiation. Go, son of Ark-Woodle, take the sacred crotch to the masses.
Yes! All hail the sacred crotch. Behold, he comes, the second hesitation, 6 of 9. Whoa. Oh, that is an awkward bug.
There's something happening. Whoa, it's imploding! Charlton Heston! What's the buzz? Tell me.
There we go.
Ow!
Sorry, lady. I have to pop your brain because I had a weird graphic glitch. Oh no. No, 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 no. No, no. Mm-mm. You're not doing that. Boop! Oh, wait, 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 wait. I think this... Oh, we can even change the saucer skins? Do we have saucer skins? The pale right. I take it. I think this is where we can finally upgrade our character. Check progress, hippie cops, post-person to correspondence, abilities, power interactive. Whoa. Sometimes everyone is scarce other than some. Okay, do we have to... Infiltrate humanity, no part required. Oh, that could be good. KGB agent, comp soldier. Death frenzy. Humans in the final stage of brains extraction attack their allies in rage. Oh, that's cool. Okay, we will see this one. I'm actually kind of curious how that goes. And what is the Poxmart? Select and unlock weapons or piece of equipment to upgrade. Ah, finally. Finally, now we are talking. Shockwave shields. Yes. Give me more shields. Saucer shield. I think it's okay. Technograve. Oh, you have to decide. Hit more targets. Oh, that's good. Exploding disc. I love that weapon. Unfortunately, I'm out of... Wait, this only costs 1? Just locating this ignite the patches of grounds where they impact. Okay, that's a bit random, but so fun. Oh, hell yeah. Because I love that weapon. What is the Holopox? Oh. Oh, those are the missions. Okay. Okay. Rip, rip. Where do we have to go? Oh, we can do side missions or main missions. Let's do the main mission. Oh no, also just landing pads. Ooh. I love the fog, man. Wait. Oh, don't tell me I cannot land here. Fine. Rude. Well, that's very unfortunate. Away! Whoa! Oh. My bad. Let's use this first. Whoa, what's going on there? What? What are they fighting? Oh, is that a hippie? Is that a hippie agent? Yeah, it is. Ah, the 60s, where the police and the hippies are fighting it out on the streets of the US of A. Wow, that ghosting effect. I just see how this goes. Oh, okay. Well, the hard fist of the law has ruled against the hippies. Well, someday.
If that Howard kid from the Carbonite went over, somebody call the National Guard. Look out.
No. What? No.
What the?
Just forget about it.
Looking at Mickey Finn. Well.
Hey, it's like Spider-Man.
Hello.
I am invisible. I am the night. I really love the fog. Did I mention that? I love the spookiness. What is that? What? Oh, I thought that was a garden or something.
Goodness.
Ah, you imagining? There's nothing here.
Is it the pigs?
Yep, pigs are flying.
Whoa. Is it the fuzz?
Is it the fuzz? I'm... Okay. Help me out here, chat. And I mean... Americans. Are you saying fuzz? That's a British term for police, isn't it? I have never heard an American using the term fuzz.
Who's there?
It was a slang back in the day? Was it? Yeah, I know. But I thought fuzz was like a British term. That's used by British people. Never thought that Americans also used the term. Interesting. Huh. The more you know. The Bay Hotel. As I said before, I really love the word design in this game. It looks so cozy. Like, even with the fog and all. I really love the design. I think they already did pretty well in the first one, but I think they nailed it in the second one. I love the cartoonish art style. Really do. Ever seen Hot Fuzz? Yeah, I did. I mean, Hot Fuzz is also English. It's, well, British. It's British. I love Hot Fuzz. The guns of Alcatraz.
We've got those KGB agents now, Crypto.
Do we?
Finally! My gun was getting lonely. Man, I hate those guys. And I didn't think it was possible for anyone to wear worse suits than Majestic.
Okay.
So what you got on those sneaky monkeys?
Bongwater's last transmission betrayed the location of the KGB base of operations.
Oh,
They're
really?
working from an abandoned prison island in the middle of the bay.
Oh. Joke about the island.
Prison island? The KGB are holed up in Australia?
Oh boy.
Humans have many prison islands, apparently. It's one area in which they are highly evolved. The locals refer to this one simply as
The Rock. No, not the actor, Chad.
then. Time to put the KGB between the Rock and my hard place.
Thanks, Crypto. Thanks.
Gotcha. I'll blast that island back into the ocean with the rest of the slime.
Wait for it. That Agent Orangeoff told Bongwater they were going to destroy the entire city somehow. You'd best scout the island first and find out what they have planned.
Okay.
All right, I'm going in to get a piece of the Rock.
I'm not sure he will appreciate that. No, Mo, it's not about Alcatraz is also called The Rock. Did you know? Yes, I've seen the movie. Still a little bit unbelievable that there would be like a prison on an island. That was the unbelievable part of that movie. Like nobody's stupid enough to build a prison complex on an island. Like nobody is doing that. But the rest of the movie was pretty believable. Yeah. Oh. Uh-oh. Misclicked.
Wow. Show yourself. Don't move a muscle. Did you see that brain pop?
Yeah, I did.
You want to pull out his brain pan? I think it's jelly.
Also not what I wanted. Totally not what I wanted. I completely messed this up. Alright. We're in, chat. And nobody is any wiser.
There are high numbers of human military in the Wharf District. I suggest...
Boop. Uh-oh.
My patience is at an end, Gospodin.
I'm shaking in my booties. You guys make Americans look clever.
Silence! The workers' revolution is inevitable.
Right. You don't really know much about capitalism, do you, Ivan?
I know corrupt corporations fatten themselves off the toil of the American worker, even as they pull the strings of the American government.
Exactly. You can't beat that kind of muscle.
Not even with nuclear time bombs hidden all over Bay City?
He dead. Sniper! That's some enormous weapon.
Whoa. I've had wet dreams that weren't this good.
Come, lad. Destroy these documents before he finds out where the bombs are
Okay.
hidden.
For Sovietsky Soyuz.
Sure. Also boob physics.
Damn it, we need Bay City. Hey, Drewski, give me
Ah.
those stocks.
Kill the Soviet agent and get that dossier.
Okay. Well, that was a little bit easy. This is where the bombs are. Oh my god, they strapped the bombs on the bus. On the minibus. Fuzz seems to be started by drug runners in the 1930 US, though there is no exact origin known at the time. Fuzzy was slang for unmanly and ineffectual, so that's possible. Oh boy. So... what they are calling Vogue today. Wait, why can I not destroy this? Activate the landing zone. Boop. Boop.
I am choosing life.
No, you don't. You choose brain. Yeah. Vogue means whatever the other people do. It's like I have never understood that term as well. It's like, wait, so doesn't Vogue imply somebody is awake and that's what you want to be because you are not like closing your eyes in front of what is happening? That's a good thing. Like closing your eyes in front of problems has never helped anyone? I don't understand the term. I'm brains. This is actually a great Halloween game. Yeah, I never. It's another make-up term, which makes no sense.
Divine fabrications that the great god of the sacred crotch was not made and cannot be unmade. Arkvoodle is, always was, and always will be. And for once they got it right. Fire at my idol with your disintegrator ray. I'll
Okay. It's not a ray.
Thanks for playing.
But
You can hunt down those nukes much more
sure.
quickly in the saucer. Look around for any inactive landing zones.
Oh, right. What am I doing with this now? Oh! Yeah, of course. Why has nobody told me about that? Boop. I will playing Fear for Halloween.
Those nukes aren't going to wait forever.
I'm working on it.
Just one nuke left. Don't slack off now.
Kind of funny, I have never really played Fear.
That's the last of the nukes. Now, destroy the KGB base on the rock while I scan the contents of the dossier.
Whoa, that was... Bzzz. There goes the building. Hey, I heard I should really play Fear 2 and Fear 3. No, kind of funny, I have played 3. I have played the last Fear. I made that mistake. Oh! Oh, okay, that's not... Okay, wow, okay. Yeah, I think I started to play Chromance Are the Future. I think I started to play with Fear 3. I played that for a while. And then after a few levels, I was just like... I don't think I want to play this. What? Oh, that's some bullshit. Oh, I have to wait till it's red. Like now. Okay. Do we have other weapons? No. Hey Mole, you died! Hey Lemons, you got banned! It's the same thing, really. Escaped convicts take revenge. Authorities blame rock music. No more rock. Ah!
Well done, Crypto. However, I've reviewed the dossier and discovered something disturbing.
Can I not destroy those? England? There we go.
So it's off to Albion. Tally ho.
Well, let's do this. Oh, finally. 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 We are leaving the USA behind. I'm so happy about that. Also, nice booty. Finally, we are going to the place which matters in history. Britain. How are you doing, Lemons? Speaking of Lemons, Wednesday, we are checking out Battlefield 2042, Season 2. Why not tomorrow, Mo? Because A, tomorrow is the last day of Super People. I want to play that a little bit more. And also, taking Season 1 as a reference point for Battlefield 2042, the first day was unplayable. That's why. The first day was completely unplayable. No, Pox, please. We are British.
Most informative. It seems the Soviet spy master, Agent Orangeov, is at large somewhere in this very city.
Well, he ain't here for the weather, that's for damn sure.
Making fun of the British weather, as
So,
old as
those
history
documents
itself.
say where I might find our little buddy Orangeov?
According to the documents, he's established a secret base somewhere underground.
Okay.
Secret base underground. Well, that shouldn't be too tough. Just scan the city while we were flying in.
Yes, but it's useless. This city is riddled with tunnels, pipes, and excavations galore. It's like a damp, moldy sponge built atop a noxious Swiss cheese.
Vivid.
That is
So what
the
do we
best description of
I
London.
suppose you'll have to swallow your pride and ask one of the natives.
Ah, not again. I hate reading human minds. They're so simplistic, like reading a pop-up book.
Okay.
Okay. Locate the tunnels, infiltrate them, and find Agent Orangeov. Then squeeze. Hard.
Indeed. Happy spelunking!
Don't squeeze hard, Chad. They might not like that. Ah, Britain. Look at that. The London, the Tower Bridge. London Bridge? No, this is the Tower Bridge. The London Bridge is somewhere else. Big Ben and Westminster Abbey. Isn't that great? I always forget what this is. This is the Royal Palace. And the rest is just London. Oh, poor city. Not gonna lie, somebody who has been to London and sees the architecture and how close everything is built and how everything is cramped. I know this will sound very dark, but I'm allowed to say it because I'm living in that country. This is how our cities looked like till it got bombed to the ground in World War II. And I'm kind of glad for it. I'm kind of glad that afterwards we were just like, you know what? If we are already on rebuilding this shit, let's do it right this time. Let's do it right this time. And that's what we did, right? Because when I'm seeing London, it's like, oh my god, it's such a cluster F. Like the small streets, house close to each other, there's no room. Green areas is like kind of exist, but like, again, it's just I'm kind of glad that our cities basically got bombed to the ground and we had to completely rebuild. Again, not making light of what happened then, but it's just, yeah, glad that we did that. That was a pretty smart thing to do in the end. Hey lass.
Come out and present yourself.
I say you have seen nothing. Oh, I'm angry. Why am I an angry lass? Got a full renovation? Kinda. Okay, let's read their minds.
So the old Hyde Park Tunnel Club basement really was an old tunnel. That's imagination for you.
Okay.
I'll bet those old tunnels reach all the way under the northeastern end of Hyde Park. Now why I'd care, I have no idea.
Why are you an angry lass? You're a woman, and in England. She looks angry. And wait, isn't lass... Wait. That police car. Isn't lass also sometimes... Am I dingus right now? Isn't lass also sometimes used for, like, female? Like, isn't it like they're using it wherever? So, yeah. Okay, I have to change my clothes here for a second. Did she just say Frenchman? Also, whoops. Oh. What the hell? Why does it not? Oh. Let's all dance together. Sorry, sorry, sorry. I'm still spotted. Why am I still spotted?
What would Hyacinth and the biddies at the Bridge Club think if they saw me sneaking off to those tunnel happenings? Oh, it's all happening.
Fairly know how to use it, gun.
They are in our very midst!
Johnny feel good.
Why is this also dancing? That's great. Oh, how do I get up there? Probably just flying up, I assume. What is that? Oh, it's a... What are they called? Sugar cones? No, what are they called? Why am I blanking on the word? Cotton candy, thank you. Why was I blanking on the word? Thank you.
What's going on?
Nothing. Just had to grab an item. Yeah, we are calling it sugar cotton.
This looks like the entrance to their subterranean lair, all right. Get in there and start spelunking.
Is someone there?
Well, hello there. Do you not want to come with me? Hey, sugar. I know I love the strong Russian accent you have. And I'm an alien. Now you're mine.
Get hold of yourself, Anatoly.
Whoa. Kill KGB agents. What? Man, the new patch definitely helped with the performance quite a bit. That's good. Duh. Me, comrade agent. Me, not alien infiltrating you. Haha! That's what you get for leaving poisonous gas around here. I need a new package. You look great. Duh, taking break, going back to borscht and pierogi. I love borscht and pierogi. You also love borscht and pierogi, comrade? Very good. Borscht and pierogi. Oh god. Oh, I didn't have that in a while. What? Sorry, what? I really didn't have that in a while. It's kind of unfortunate. I think that's a trap.
At last, the infamous
Also,
ancient
alien
orange
slug?
Look, Ivan, I'm kinda in a hurry, and between you and me, I'd just as soon save the ammo. So what do you say we skip the Kalinka dance, and you tell me what I want to know?
Oh. Well, that's unfortunate. What the?
Not what I was expecting. But if you think turning yourself into some kind of mutant freak is gonna stop me beating the answers out of you, you got another thing coming.
He has a tongue.
Attention all agents. Intruder alert. Proceed to command center where Comrade Agent Oranchov will defeat the intruder in demonstration of Soviet moral superiority.
I'm dead. Okay, wow. That's unfortunate. Let's try this again. Prince Leopold Museum of Natural History. Unveiled aliens among us. Oh my. And also, that didn't do any damage to him? Interestingly enough. Also, that is a big fat anus. Anus? Anus? Okay. He doesn't take a lot of damage. Maybe fire? Wow. That is not a lot. Yeah. Yeah, I would have expected a little bit more. Oh boy. Yeah, that gas is not good. Man, this attack is normally really strong, but apparently it doesn't do much against him. That's crazy. Also, we have to start some evasive maneuvers. Get my health back here quickly, and going in again. Oh, there we go. Wow, he had a lot of health, man. Also, he is running into the anus. Why is nobody stopping him? God damn it. Ew. Whoops. That was not what I wanted to do. I just wanted to take his brain. Sounds more harmless when you say it. A new weapon? Oh, it's probing time, chat. Now we are cooking. Anal probe can launch critical charts. Charge and release when the target changes colors for a critical hit. Critical hits return ammo. We can final anal probe. What? Oh. That's odd. Oh my god, I anal probed him. Ew. What do you mean by you had worse? I mean, each to their own king. What can go wrong, Pox? It's a trap. Yep. It's a big trap. But now we can probe him. Oh! Oh! And now he is just human. No, he still can, Oh yeah. Oh, that's interesting. But... Oh yeah, now he is much weaker. Well, kinda. Nah. I need my health back. Okay. Get probed. Oh, what is that? Well, we got him. Ew. He doesn't look too good.
Chicken Kiev. What the hell was in those cans? Revelade can't do that.
Well done, Mr. President. Well done indeed.
What?
Do I know you, teabag?
No, sir, but I know you. Forgive me, it seemed best simply to stand clear and give you room to do what you do so well.
Who is...
These
You should
serpents
go
are
in.
slippery fish. Yes, very slippery indeed, but they do crack.
Prefers fish and
I can
chips.
promise you answers in abundance, shall we?
Who is that Agent 00 Fancy? I hope he is not dying from that, because not my fault. I'm nearly dead. My god, how many are there? Getting some health back. I love this weapon. It is so dumb. And it's really good in close quarter combat. No, no. Take this! I don't want to use the anal probe right now. The problem with the anal probe is it's very slow.
I can do that, given proper equipment.
What? Oh, there.
Up next, reading minds?
No! Popping your head! Oh, right. Thank you. You. Alright, we got that. Yeah, the shooting of this weapon is a bit weird. So you have to hold RT, then you have to wait till it is green, and then you have to hit the button again to fire it. But then you have those double shots like I do. It's a bit weird.
I enjoy such torment.
I think the double shot is just a crit. And you're always getting ammunition back. If you crit or not. No, not always. But most of the time. We hit. Ah, Monday. Anal probe days. Aren't they glorious? And I was so sneaky getting in here. Oh, there's a tank outside and stuff. I have to be careful. Alright, Englishman. Tell me more, I'll probe you.
We might have a little chat now, Mr. President.
Yeah, sure. What the... Hey, wait a second, Mr. President. I ain't in my presidential disguise. How do you know who I am?
They don't call it British intelligence for nothing, old boy.
Of course, the Brits know I'm an alien.
Okay, you got my attention. Who the hell are you?
Reginald Ponsonby Smythe, at your service.
What?
And Her Majesty.
I just call you Reggie.
In her case, the service is secret. I'm with M16, the Foreign Intelligence Agency.
Okay, so I'm starting to get a little ticked off here. These bastards blow up my mothership, kill my boss, screw up my pension plan, and just when I track one of them down, he turns into some kind of super-powered freakazoid mozzarella monster.
I sympathize. To be frank, sir, we appear to be fighting a common enemy. Might it not be the better part of valor to join forces and pool our information? I seem to be late for a previous engagement. It's been a
tea
pleasure,
drinking.
Mr. Cryptosporidium. do feel free to drop by at your leisure. I think you'll find we have some mutual interests.
But...
Excellent, excellent. I'll expect you for lunch then. Splendid. Must dash.
What? Human needs tea now. I mean, can't blame him. Oh, 100%. Yeah, you get only like 3 more cells. Huh. I mean, it's a bit, but the underground shake, rattle and roll. Obsolete underground tunnels collapse. Weather late. Tea is important. Yes. Have you never seen Asterix and Obelix? Where the British fight the Romans and they even stop for tea? Oh, I will not touch that. That looks very dangerous. No, sir. Ah, look at this. Fuck. Fuck everywhere in London. Well, fuck that. Boop. Oh wait, we have to go here.
Yes, what is it? I have people to see.
Yes.
I see who's there.
I say you are a very important businesswoman.
Have my attention.
And now,
I have social gatherings to arrange.
just dance. And forget everything. Just dance tonight.
What's shaking, Ponzi? This ain't just a social call, is it?
I'm afraid not. I'm relieved to see you, sir. The Soviets appear to be up to some mischief.
What kind of mischief are we talking about? Because if she says she's 18, you can't just call her a liar.
No, the
What?
Soviet ambassador is throwing a party for the opening of an exhibit of Russian modern art. Frankly, it's making me a bit nervous. A number of Albion's VIPs are in attendance.
You know, I'm starting to worry about you, Ponzi. You're getting a twitch. What exactly is it you're scared's gonna happen?
I don't know. That's what's worrying me. Mainly, I'm worried about all those VIPs. MPs, captains of industry, all gathered in one place. It's a disaster waiting to happen. Thank God I managed to dissuade Her Majesty from attending. That could have been a real cluster.
Ouch. My virgin ears. So, what? You want me to get over there, rough the ambassador up a little?
Dear Lord, no. I just need you to mingle with the crowd and check it out. Incognito, as it were.
Okay, I'll get a disguise. Wouldn't want my pretty mug to ruin anybody's appetite.
Well, let's do that.
Okie dokie, Smokey. I'll go grab a disguise and mingle with the in crowd.
Excellent. I'll stay in radio contact in case you need me.
Started playing the first game after watching you play through here. Pretty funny, I must say. Short and sweet missions that you can hop in and play during lunch and so. Yeah, I think that is the... Like, it's definitely one of those... Oh.
Out with it. I haven't the time for this.
I think when the game came out, which was 2006, I think it's pretty fitting, right? Like those. Well, when did the first come out? Not 2006, 2002, 2001. I think the second one came out at that time, or the third one. I don't remember. Like those games were pretty short always. I think the first one is also like relatively short. in general. Don't know how long the second one is. This one seems to be a little bit longer. But I think that's good. Like, Is it kind of weird to say that as a streamer, and the older I get, the happier I am when the game is a bit shorter? Like, when I'm getting those games where they're telling you, oh yeah, it's at least 100 hours long, maybe even 150, or maybe even 200 hours. And I'm like, oh gosh, no please, no. Right? I'm actually getting kind of happy about that. Also, it's better for streaming format, for what I'm doing. When I can actually, like, finish a game. By the way, folks, this game is coming out tomorrow. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for watching, and if you're interested, you can check it out on Steam and other places. This wasn't a perfect body snatch, but okay. Oh, that's a big Matryoshka.
We'll have to act quickly, but first we must evacuate the VIPs.
There's a big Matryoshka. Follow me.
Your wish is my command.
Follow me.
Oh, ordering people about now, is it? Fine.
That must have left quite a bump.
No.
Oh yes, jolly good one.
Jolly good.
Big for his britches. I may need another pair of knickers.
Oh no.
Oh no no.
Excellent notion.
Lady, please come with me.
Oh no.
Please come with me.
Why? I never.
No. Oh, I interrupted it.
I fear I must have a brandy at once.
Please come with me. Oh, come on, man.
Yes, yes, all right.
Lady.
Smelling salts. Oh, somebody, please get me some smelling salts.
Nobody noticed? Awesome. Let's try that again. Wait, we can actually... This dude.
It shall be done, for Lord.
What? We can actually just go here and do that. That is so much easier. Why didn't I do that right from the beginning? So, Wrath of the Righteous? Yeah. Wrath of the Righteous was... oh, explode? What's worse than an atom bomb? What? Why am I out of my disguise? What the absolute heck? Oh, it's those things. Oh, that's not good. No, that's not good. She looked prettier before that.
Shoot the humans all you want, spaceman, but you're only treating the symptoms. You want to get the disease, you have to shoot the spores. Lestrovia!
Okay.
Kill them all! None must escape! Use the anal probe. Probe them hard. And leap.
Samuel, get down!
Hello. What's happening here? Might I suggest you have a word with that striking handler?
Okay.
Thanks, Cupcake. Always nice to meet a chick who can handle her guns. You got a name?
Giggity.
The name is Natalia.
Of course
here
it
to
is.
help you, spaceman. Or do you prefer Mr. President?
Mr. What the? Does everybody on this dismal freaking island know who I am?
Yeah, pretty much. At least everyone in my line of work.
I mean, look, Crypto, like, you are not very subtle in your things.
Oh, so you work for Ponsonby?
Yet. Although after this little incident, I may have to ask him for a job. I work for the Komitet Gosudarstvenoi Bezopeznosti.
What?
KGB.
You make pasta?
I'm a secret agent with the KGB.
Freak out about the whole KGB thing. Make lewd insinuation. Oh no. I would be very sorry for this. Everyone watching. Look, came out in 2006. Different time and all that.
So you're a secret agent, huh? 'Cause I got a package needs delivering. Your eyes only, dig.
I have 3 knives hidden on my body, and I'm blindingly lethal with all of them. Now concentrate.
Ooh,
Oh.
I think I'm in love. The KGB? Are you yanking me? Oh, for crying out loud. You're not gonna try to assassinate me, are you? 'Cause I'm a little winded. I could use a second.
Don't be ridiculous. The fact is, I'm not very popular in Moscow at the moment.
I wonder why.
I'm as patriotic as the next coldly beautiful Russian female, but something's changed in the Kremlin. It's hard to put a finger on. All I know is I can't just stand by and follow orders anymore. I guess you could say I've gone rogue.
Oh my. Also, I love that her weapon is like a mix of the Valrod,
What the hell do you
which
think
is
was in
inherently a
those
British
statues?
weapon.
Hard to say. It's listed in official documents as Goshniev Kro.
Sounds tasty.
It loosely translates as either an incredibly lethal biological weapon or a quasi-legal performance enhancer for the Soviet Olympic team, depending on the context.
That's odd reference. Why did you came to help though?
Why the hell would you turn your back on your own species to hook up with an alien invader from outer space?
First, we are not hooking up. And second, why would I trust a Furon over a KGB apparatchik? Because everything's gone bizumnie. The Politburo spitting out orders that don't make any sense. My colleagues transforming into irradiated monsters. All hell is breaking loose. Something's happening. Something very, very wrong. And I think I'm the only person on Earth who knows it. But not anymore. Eh, Tovarish?
Duh.
So, what is it? Some kind of mutagen? Because I don't know what mutants are supposed to look like, but...
Actually, no. It's a spore. It
Oh.
infects a host through inhalation or skin contact. But after a brief incubation period, it seems to set about genetically rebuilding the victim into something not human.
Okay. Where the spores are coming from? Probably from a secret KGB laboratory.
You think somebody engineered it for the purpose?
You have a better explanation? I'm just trying to put all the pieces together. At first, I thought it was being made here, but now I am not so sure.
I think it's made in Russia.
Bojomoy! The schedule's been moved up. They're about to shower these abominable spores all over the city.
Uh-oh.
You take the Hyde Park infestation. I'll handle the ones in Soho. And Spaceman, good hunting,
Man. And I remember people complaining about the old Tomb Raider model. The old Lara model. It's like, speaking about overly sexualized.
My men have marked locations for 4 similar statues in Hyde Park. These should be your first port of call.
Sorry, comrades, I have to take your brains because. Oh.
Look sharp. Those small thingies have broken loose. There's a group of infectees moving towards the south gate. Hurry and eliminate them.
On it. It's all good. I'm friendly. Oh, sorry. Ooh, you'll feel that tomorrow.
Looks like the stragglers are bolting to the Soviet embassy. You know what to do, Crypto.
I need to anal probe. Gotcha. Just relax. Why can I not? Oh, there we go. Ghostbusters. Nee. I'm actually kind of curious about the 3 versus 1 game. Or 4 versus 1. Okay, I have to lower the tension here a little bit. Okay, those things. Also, no. Gotcha. Oh, the constabulary is already here. Searching for the Hyde Park High. Trip of a lifetime. Well, isn't that true? Okay. Oh, is this a landing spot? I think that's a landing spot out there, and that is another one. So we have 2 of them here. Let's get them. I need somebody who I can... You there, my friend. It's all good. It's a dance party, and you're all invited. Okay, cool. Back to work. Where is it? Oh, right side. Right side. Do you hear that? Oh my. Had to get that.
Show yourself.
Nope. Aww. He lost his hat. I lost his hat. That's very unfortunate. I think we have to go up. Up, up, up. Nope. Oh, it's here. What do we got?
Neglected my holy sites. Remove this encroaching garbage, or thou shalt
Oh.
feel the heat of my fully aroused wrath.
Giggity. Wasn't there like a better way to do this? Apparently not.
Run for your life, it's Pete Townsend.
No, just... Why are you coming in here? Stop that. Oh, come on.
Been out of my brain on that train again.
Then we're doing it the old way. I think this is faster still. Oh, sorry. I mean, we can do both. There we go. Awesome. What would be the closest? This one, right? So when we are going here with the saucer. Yeah, I can only transmute one at a time. Yep. That's the that's the downside of that trick. Unfortunately. Yep. If not, that would make things much easier. So this is where we have to go, and we have to land over here. Boop. Yep. Maybe later you can do more. Maybe there's like an upgrade path or something that you can do it more. But at the beginning you can only do one. We are having to go this way. Yes. Let's see what's going on here. What do we have to do here?
Vengeance! Those youths keep tapping out the sacred herb pipes upon my holy, if indestructible image. Appease my righteous fury by destroying several of their number.
Kill human mods? Does that count? Yeah. Apparently so. It's making my head spin. Wait. Oh, this worked. Wait, why did the others didn't count? Okay. Wait, what? You there? Sir, can you come with me, please?
Oh yes, jolly good one.
Yes, yes, yes. Also, no.
So this was a game of soldiers?
Yeah, but okay. Maybe it's those people? I don't really know how to spot that. It's like the hippies? Yeah.
Now summon thy sky chariot from
Yeah, it is.
this location.
It was basically the beetle copies I had to kill. Okay. Those cars, man. They're far too small for the dudes. Dude, that's a donut. Shouldn't it be a bagel? I mean, you're standing in front of a donut shop, but dude, you're British. Also, apparently your hair is changing depending on how I look at you. And my hair is changing too. Whoa, what is going on in this light? Look at this. Boop, 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 boop. Freaky. Uh-oh. Have to clean up here for a second. Alright. Man, she is wearing out. Oh, hey, darling. From Russia. With goons.
Hot stuff. Sorry to keep you waiting. So what's the buzz, baby? Tell me what's a-happening.
I'm so glad you asked, baby. I have to meet my contact, Agent Sergey. He says he's got vital information for me. Unfortunately, he fears they may be onto him, so he and I can't be seen together.
And I should care because...
I'm not exactly KGB Employee of the Month, Crypto. They may well have a hit squad out looking for me. Before I make contact with Sergey, anyone on my tail must be shaken or eliminated.
Oh, I'll stick to your tail, all right.
I figure.
He's such a horn
Although
dog.
You do stand out in a crowd. Better get to the skies.
Comment on KGB Hitman. Oh boy.
About this hit squad. In my experience, KGB men aren't exactly subtle. But this ain't Russia. Do they really think Ponsonby let them start a war in the streets?
You might be surprised. Reginald doesn't shy away from interagency scuffles. He's had a price on my head for years.
Oh.
Wait a minute. Are you telling me both sides are gonna be trying to kill us?
Da, pretty much.
Awesome!
Ah,
Not really.
man. Soho's like on the other side of the river and stuff. It's a hell of a long way from here. How about we take a cab? I'll pay.
Yet, not enough maneuverability in case of trouble. Come on, Crypto, it'll be fun. Besides, how often does a girl invite you out on a date to destroy some humans?
She said it!
Date, huh?
Don't get greedy.
She said it! Roll the credits! His attraction to a species he despises is disturbing. Yeah, Pox mentioned the same thing at the beginning, that he is indulging in a lot of interspecies fun. If you get what I mean. Wink wink, notch notch, gang bang. Wait, what? Destroy some humans? I think it's okay. Yeah. I would say, like from what we have seen now in the second one, he moved a little bit away from the destroy all humans and is becoming more of a destroy some humans, but also being their leader and use them for experiments, but also have some sexual fun with them. Yeah, it's a bit weird.
This inside man of yours, what's he found that's worth risking his life to get to you?
Sergei feels as I do, that someone or something has perverted the KGB and even the Soviet government. And people
What?
have had a troubling tendency to disappear.
Soviet dissidents disappearing. You're right, that is weird. Can you really trust this guy, Sergei? I mean, how do we know he's not playing both sides?
I trust him implicitly. Sergei and I, we have a history.
Oh my. No, she probably meant
So let's say
brother.
I help you out. What's in it for me?
Hopefully.
Aside from your bewitching company, of course.
A piece of your mothership. Sergei
Oh.
has agreed to procure it for you in exchange for your help in this matter. How does that sound?
Like a gas. Although I would have done it for your company.
Yep, he is a horn dog.
Let's go. Stay with me, spaceman. You're not here for sightseeing.
I say, who's there?
Nobody. So good.
Do you know who my husband is?
I think I appreciate having my time wasted in this manner.
Actually, no, but you will probably tell me? But, folks, unfortunately, I have to leave you. Yep. What? But that's sooner than usual, Mole. Yeah, a little bit. I have to prepare a few things, which I didn't really manage to do over the weekend. And so I have to do that right meow. Tomorrow, to make that clear, we are playing Super People because it's the last day of the beta and I want to play that. If you want to join me for Super People, let me know. I haven't really played Squad or anything, but we could do that. Yeah. Everyone can just download the game. It's a pretty easy. You're going to Super People on Steam and you request beta access and then you're good to go. But yeah, so tomorrow is Super People, last day of the beta. I want to play that a bit. Then on Wednesday, we have the new Battlefield season. Well, actually, it's tomorrow, but given season 1, what we had when it came out, it was a mess on the first day. The servers were basically not there, and it was just staring at the loading screen. Yeah. But yeah, we will be doing that on Wednesday. And then on Thursday, I think we're going back to Destroy All Humans and trying to push the game further. I don't know how long is Destroy All Humans 2? Let's have a look. Destroy All Humans 2. How long to beat? Give it to me. Yeah. About 11 hours. Yeah. About 11 hours, so we're halfway through. That makes kind of sense. Yeah. That makes kind of sense. Okay. But yeah, with that said, oh yeah, one last thing. I saw this, and we didn't talk about it in the gaming news, but apparently good old Magix, aka Vegas, is doing some really effed up bullshit on Steam right now, which I'm pretty sure, because Magix is a German company, is going against every consumer law here in my country, but they're revoking keys. Yep. They're apparently now revoking keys on Steam, even if you have paid $150 for Vegas. So you cannot use it anymore. They're taking literally the software away from you if you are having one of the older versions. And again, knowing my country a bit and the company who owns it, I think they are breaking like every consumer law by this, which isn't really too surprising to me what Magix is pulling here, because I'm using, or well, I have been using Magix for many years before they actually bought Vegas. They had another one, and I think the last version I bought was the 2016 version, and it's unusable at this point. They made it unusable at this point. I was like, yeah, doesn't surprise me. Magix is a pretty shitty company, to say the least. Yep. This is why I don't buy any of their products anymore. Like, F them. So be careful. Again, apparently Magix is doing some bullshit. I mean, that's one thing to have like a subscription, even though you don't have a subscription, right? So yeah, I'm using now what is it called? It's an open source thingy for cutting videos. And if you don't need anything fancy, like literally just having some cuts and transforming it into another format, and having some like in between thingies, like it's a really, really good thing. It's called OpenShot Video Editor. Yep, OpenShot Video Editor. That's really good. Yeah, I had the Movie Editor Pro 2016 was the last one I had. The Video Deluxe Movie Editor Pro. That was the last thing I had from Magix. That was the 2016 version. And I think since 2 years, they basically broke it through patching. And they haven't fixed it because they're like, buy the new one, pleb. Yeah. So, Screw them! Alrighty, but folks, I have to leave. I also have to finish up my very first video of the Diablo series we are starting here on the channel. We are starting with episode 0. Yes, the magical episode 0. And then in a few days we will have episode 1 because I do not count episode 0. But one last thing. This mole is coming back. Yes, I will be back later tonight at 7 p.m. ET for the AMD showcase. Because AMD is showing off their new CPUs and maybe a little bit of their GPUs. And that is happening at 7 p.m. ET, and we will watch that together. So if you want to be here for a little bit of tech porn and hardware stuff, you might wanna stop by at 7 p.m. East Coast time. That is 1 a.m. my time and 12 a.m. UK time. Yeah. So that is happening tonight. If you want to join us, you are more than welcome to do so. If you can't, because you have to sleep or you have other things to do, I will be back tomorrow at 8 a.m. ET with Mole in the Morning in the Gaming News. Super people, and thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this show, please don't forget to like. Also, if you're new, subscribing would help me out a ton. And if you decide to go even further than that, you can click on the join button below the stream where you can subscribe to the channel. And if you say, nah man, I'm not giving Google any of my money, well, there's also a link to my Patreon, which you can follow through. And for the Patreon users, we will have our podcast tomorrow, where you can then listen to the ad-free version of that podcast on my Patreon. And there's much more. So, again, thank you so much for watching. Of course, for all the people who cannot make it this evening, the VOD will be, of course, available on the channel afterwards. Because YouTube, yay! With that said, I have to get out of here. See you later. Bye-bye. Ka-ching! I will also run some ads right now. If you want to stay behind and support the channel a little bit, it will be 3 ad blocks, and then I will end the stream. So, thank you. Again, thank you so much for watching. I see you at 7 PM ET for the AMD showcase. Till then, bye.